Numbers chapter 21. Now the Canaanite king of Arad, who was dwelling in the desert, heard the news, for Israel came by way of Atharim. Therefore he made war against Israel, and they carried off captives from them as booty. Then Israel made a vow to the Lord and said, "If you will indeed deliver this people into my hand, I will anathematize him and his cities." So the Lord listened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites, and they anathematized him and his cities. Therefore they called the name of that place Anathema. Then they departed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea, and they went around the land of Edom, and the people became discouraged on the way. So the people spoke against God and against Moses. "Why did you bring us up out of Egypt to kill us in the desert? For there is no bread nor water, and our soul is weary of this worthless bread." So the Lord sent venomous serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and many of the children of Israel died. Then the people came to Moses and were saying, "We sinned, for we spoke against the Lord and against you. Therefore pray to the Lord, and let him take away the serpent from us." So Moses prayed for the people. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Make a serpent for yourself and put it on a signal pole. And it shall be, if a serpent should bite someone, when the one bitten looks at it, he shall live." So Moses made a copper serpent and put it on a signal pole. And it happened, when a serpent bit anyone, and he looked at the copper serpent, he lived. After this, the children of Israel broke camp and camped in Oboth. From there, they broke camp and camped on the other side of the Aboth. Then they broke camp at Aboth and camped at Abarim, which is on the other side in the desert, that is, over against Moab toward the sunrise. From there, they broke camp and camped in the valley of Zered. From there, they broke camp and camped on the other side of the Arnon, in the desert which runs along the border of the Amorites, for the Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Therefore it is said in the book, "The war of the Lord, he set on fire Zub and the brooks of the Arnon, and he established the brooks for to inhabit near the borders of Moab." Then from there they went to the well, which is the well where the Lord said to Moses, "Gather the people together, and I will give them water to drink." Then Israel sang this song about the well. "Begin the song as for the well, rulers dug it. Kings of nations hewed it in stone, in their kingly rule when they were the Lord's." Then from the well they went to Mattanah, and from Mattanah to Nathaliel, and from Nahaliel, from Nahaliel to Bamoth, and from Bamoth to the valley, that is, the plain of Moab, which from the top of the quarried rock looks out over against the desert. Then Moses sent ambassadors to Sihon, king of the Amorites, with peaceful words, saying, "Let us pass through your land. We will journey on the road and not turn aside, either into a field or a vineyard. We will not drink water from your well. We will journey on the king's highway until we pass beyond your borders." But Sihon would not allow Israel to pass through his borders. So Sihon gathered all his people together and went out to engage Israel in battle in the desert. So he came to Jahaz and engaged Israel in battle. Then Israel struck him with slaughter by the sword and gained dominion over his land, from the Arnon to the Jabbok, as far as the sons of Ammon. For Jazer is the border of the sons of Ammon. So Israel took all these cities, and Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites, in Heshbon and in all its villages. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who fought against the former king of Moab, and took all his land from Aroer to the Arnon. Therefore those who speak in riddles say, "Come to Heshbon, so the city of Sihon may be built and made ready." For fire went out from Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon. It consumed as far as Moab and swallowed up the pillars of the Arnon. Woe to you, Moab! You were destroyed, O people of Chemosh. Their sons were sold to be kept alive, and their daughters are captives to Sihon, king of the Amorites. Their seed shall perish from Heshbon to Dibon, and their women again stirred up fire over Moab. Now Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites. Then Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they took it and its villages and cast out the Amorites dwelling there. After this they turned and went up the road to Bashan. So Og, king of Bashan, and all his people came to meet them in battle at Edrei. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Do not fear him, for I have delivered him into your hand, with all his people and his land, and you shall do to him as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon." So they struck him, his sons, and all his people, until there was no survivor left him, and they inherited their land.